Sure.
Yeah.
I was eating a fry. I didn't think everyone was going to say yes.
Speed. We're speed running this.
So we're gonna like begin this with just the three of you in Sky's kitchen, chatting. Moon just came up. Snorri left to go do something.
Snorri ran away. He got far away.
He transformed into a werewolf and ran off. It's perfectly normal and fine.
Oh, confirmed.
I knew it.
Confirmed by DM.
You see that all the
Well.
time out here in the farm.
Really?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, sound mix Zach on my end because he's too quiet.
I can just turn my output up, I guess. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
Audio issues being solved.
Everything's good. We're good.
We good?
It's Thomas, Sky, Ashe, and Spooks all in the kitchen together.
Spooks. I don't like that Spooks is here.
Spooks is always here.
Ashe.
Always with us.
Oh god. Ashe likes that Spooks is here.
I don't know how to feel about that, actually.
I would like Spooks is here. She would do that.
Is your cat girlfriend only with you because you got an undead monster following you around?
Yeah.
Yes.
You may need to get a divorce attorney.
No. It's fine.
Divorce attorney. Is they married?
But since I am unnecessary, Ashe will mostly be back to her normal routine of just writing things in their book.
Thomas is standing, I guess. Probably. He already fixed his ties.
Not gonna take a seat.
He's pulling more cat hair off of his suit. It's like
Ashe just
this was a mistake.
Ashe just casually waves a hand, and all the cat hair just gets sucked off and vanishes.
It's pretty handy.
Handy? Get it? She used her hand? No? Alright.
Well, actually, I used magic, but sure. I had to wiggle my fingers to make it work.
Sky takes a big old sip of tea.
I don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Just having a nice family morning.
Just having a nice conversation.
But we did that for 6 hours last night.
We might be out of conversation topics because we talked for a cajillion years, but
Technically, Sky still has another question for Thomas. If she wants to ask it.
Ashe,
whatever it may be.
Yes.
Me and Thomas here made a deal. I'd show him some magic and I'd get to ask some questions. And I got one question left, but I don't know what to ask. You got any ideas? Any burning questions?
Well, I always have questions. For Thomas, though, he likes to keep his business close to the chest. So I believe I've already asked him all the questions that I can without pushing too far.
Spooks, you got any ideas?
You go to connect to Spook and you notice something is wrong.
Oh no.
Spooks? You in there, buddy?
Can you do me a little favor and make us? Oh my god. Let's spell attack roll. Let's call it that.
An attack roll? With my sword?
No, this is just a little roll that you're going to be using a spell modifier for.
Okay, so +6. Let me
No,
just.
why? Suffering.
I
I went to open my character
stab
sheet and
spooks.
You
it's at
stay of
level
spooks.
it's at level 1. What happened? No.
You stab
Well, I get a
spooks
1.
with your magic.
Got a nat 1.
Yeah, there's a nat 1.
Of course.
Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
You die instantly.
Oh my
So you have a very deep relationship with spook.
oh, that's
Yeah.
So this is what you
Interesting
can
way to put it.
gain even on a nat 1.
Hmm?
Interesting way to phrase
Something has fully taken over spooks.
that. Uh-oh.
But whatever has done it only had enough power to take him over, not enough to control.
I feel like that's still bad though.
Sky walks slowly over to Spooks. And she grabs his scythe and sets it away from him.
What's going on?
I'm going to be honest, that's a bit of a concerning action you just took. Is everything alright?
No, doesn't look like it. And Sky will draw their sword.
Oh.
Kind of.
Thomas pulls out his gun.
Sky
Ash,
doesn't see this.
Ash
Gonna-
stands up.
I'm gonna poke around with the tip of the machete at like his bag head. Kind of see that he's all in there.
That's where Safe went. That's where he's been this whole time.
As
trying to
you
take over
go to
spooks.
poke him,
Oh.
you all hear a voice emanating from spooks. Return the cycle.
What?
I swear to God, I thought you were about to.
Turn the cycle.
Man, I haven't ridden a bicycle since I was a kid.
What cycle?
Good dumb joke. I'm panicking.
You want the
Thomas.
scythe back?
Spooks' head turns directly towards Thomas.
Oh no.
Oh, that can't be good.
Your Highness, what did you do?
There's one more. Return the cycle.
I don't know what this means.
Return the cycle.
Trying to figure out what
Ash is
the
gonna
heck's
start
happening.
flipping through her notes, thinking.
Thomas is gonna take a free action
To cry.
to cry. I don't know what's going on. But Thomas is scared. What?
Ash, you wanna make me a small little.
Is it a religion check?
Yeah, let's do a religion check.
Religion or Arcana, either one. I think they're the
Thomas
same.
is panicking. He doesn't know how to think.
Let's
He
do
doesn't know how to
religion.
think when he's not panicking.
Okay. Will the streak of getting 19s or 20s on my religion check finally be broken?
Let's hope not. This seems important, and I feel like it's really weird to do this right
yeah.
before I leave forever.
I only got an 18 this time.
Only an 18.
It's
Thomas
been
is
25 or
gonna get
26 every other time. So.
Yeeted into another dimension.
Back to hell.
No, please.
You remember a conversation you had.
Oh, we had a conversation.
You. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Ash assumed it had something to do with that. Oh, wait. Is the voice... No, I was going to say, is the voice familiar, or is the way it speaks familiar?
No,
Okay.
This is an entirely different way of speaking.
Okay.
And you can assume it has something to do with them. In some way.
Just so Zach understands, it has something to do with death, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was my guess.
And hey, and can I get wisdom saving throws from Sky and Ash? Thomas, you automatically fell.
Oh.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saves.
This is what I will tell you.
Darn.
You are trying. Whatever has spooks right now is trying to pull you into something.
Oh.
Is this
Thomas,
just
you don't
get
have a
yoinked.
choice. You get yoinked. You have a choice. You can try and resist, and you go for the save, or you can just choose to be pulled.
is this against being charmed?
No.
Okay.
There's worth a shot there.
Ooh, 21.
15.
Sky, you are not pulled into the vision.
Oh, sweet. Alright, it's
So-
not another dimension. We're good. For now.
So, this is what I will tell you. Thomas, everything I'm about to describe, it is. You are essentially feeling it as if it is through your eyes in your body.
Okay.
Ash, you are viewing it through like the perspective of you are still like through the eyes. But you can tell this is like an outsider. You are not meant to be like in this body.
Right. I'm like
Freaky.
a spectator.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're spectating my kilo game.
So Thomas, you find yourself on a
Yeah.
battlefield.
Oh.
The sounds
Shoot.
of swords and armor clashing fills your head. You look up, and the sun has still high in the sky.
Oh, the sun's here?
Scorching. The sun is here,
Okay.
and you lock eyes immediately with an orc. This is like proper, like big green, like monstrous orc. And in the back of your mouth, there is that taste of just pure hate. This is
What?
deeply personal. And
Me angry.
you pull your sword out of a body of the one you just slain, and as you charge forward, the scene changes.
Okay.
You go from that battlefield to being in the middle of a stadium.
Okay.
There's sounds of cheering. You cannot make out the names that they are cheering for, but you watch as you basically go through this obstacle course, throwing out magic and spells to assist you. And at the very end,
Do
right
I
before you like
recognize
cross
any of the spells?
you don't recognize any of this.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a spell that I could identify.
And then right before you cross the finish line, it changes again. But this
Okay.
time, instead of going to a new body or even a new place, you go to a new place. It is this purely white area.
Oh.
And in front of you, there's a tree.
Oh my goodness.
And
it's a
Ash,
tree.
you are here too. Like, Thomas and Ash are here and they can see each other.
Oh, hello.
Uh,
Oh, well, I guess I'm
Thomas?
the part of this now.
looks terrified.
Ash looks
Um,
nonplussed, if not curious.
Ash, you kind of recognize this place. It's very similar to Purgatory, except there's not like that layer of water.
Oh, good.
No wet cat.
The only thing here is just this tree.
Do I know the tree?
It's a tree.
It's
The
just
tree
a
knows
tree.
you.
It's just I don't like that.
I don't know.
Uh,
Anyway, Ash looks at Thomas, just kind of walks over to him, like with her book out and like writing stuff. Well, this is your thing, so just like nods for him to go to the tree.
I want to go to the tree.
I think you have to go to
As
the
you
tree.
approach the tree,
Oh,
from like the
okay.
top of it,
God propels me to the tree. Right.
you watch like the top part of a snake slither down from the tree, and you notice that as it starts to move, you can see the rest of its body with like wrapped around the tree, but it's like bark and like parts of the tree has grown to like seal it into it, so it cannot leave.
Freaky. Like a barbed wire fence.
And the snake just looks at you.
Okay. I look back.
And in this is like the voice comes from within both your minds, but you can tell it is the snake that is talking.
Creepy.
You saved me once. There's just one more you need to find. Free me. Return the cycle.
I don't know what that means.
And then you are both shunted back into your normal bodies. Sky,
Sorry.
during that entire time, you watched as like you like resisted that like spell or whatever it was, and as soon as you shook it off, you saw Thomas and Ashe like passed out on the floor.
Are we
Not again.
awake or not awake?
You're not awake yet. This is
Okay.
Sky.
We're just passed
Spook's
out on.
still there?
Apparently, Ashe has a passing out problem.
Spooks is actually back to normal.
Drink in the farmer house.
You all there, buddy?
He gives you a little. Actually, no. You two can communicate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He says yes, but he doesn't remember what happened.
So you don't know if you just killed two of our guests.
He gives like a little
Well,
shrug.
oh no. I really hope they ain't dead. Sky will reach down and see if Ashe has a pulse.
They
Time
do
to
in
turn her
fact
into a
have
scarecrow.
They got a pulse?
I got a pulse.
Oh, no scarecrow yet.
Oh, alright. Deep breath. In. Out. Alright. What to do. How did they just pass out? What just happened? Okay. Sky sheaths her sword. She goes to pick up Thomas, set him on the
Um,
table.
as you like put Thomas onto the table, they start waking up.
Oh,
Is it like a slow wake up or like a bam wake up?
You know how people like come to after having CPR done after drowning? It's very much
No,
like that.
but okay. So slow.
I have a
I'm
vague
guessing.
idea.
No, very sudden.
Very, very sudden
Okay.
and panicked.
I'm so confused.
Ashe is immediately
Sudden and
scrambling.
panicked.
Ashe is immediately scrambling to find her book and start writing everything down.
Thomas probably falls off the table. If you put him on the table, he falls off.
Sky tries to catch him.
Thomas is small enough. You're a country girl. You can do it.
Country girls make do. Hey, don't shatter your brains across my floor. What happened? What happened?
Thomas is still trying to like actively stand up on his own. So if you're trying to still hold him, he's like flailing.
Alright. It's like wrestling a hog. And she lets you stand.
Ashe, meanwhile, is just on the floor still,
He's
laying,
gonna
writing in the
back
book.
his way up into a wall quickly.
Well, Thomas,
Okay.
it looks like there are eyes on you, and you've been given a task.
Ask. What?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but obviously it has to do with that mark you have.
Yeah.
You know, the cycle.
Hey,
Life, death, rebirth. We've been over this.
Yes. Yeah. Can I have another bottle of alcohol?
I know this is hypocritical coming from me, but I feel like you just need to take a few deep breaths and relax on your own for a second before I break out the shine, all right? Come on.
Fine. Thomas starts to straighten his suit back up. It's like desperately trying to straighten his suit. And then once it's already straight, he's still straightening it.
All right. So what exactly just happened? And this guy reaches over to the cabinet and hands a bottle of shine to Thomas.
Uh, Thomas downs it as quickly as one can.
Please make a con save.
Yeah, please make a con save.
That one.
Thomas might need to be drunk right now. You know?
Oh,
Ooh. This is a 6.
You're drunk.
Yay.
Yay. Nothing like some morning brunch.
Nothing like some morning trauma.
all right. What happened?
Dash just looks at Thomas expectantly. What it was your thing, so.
Dust. I'm not really sure what happened, if I'm gonna be honest with everybody.
Well, just start from the beginning.
I should have written. I gotta write everything down. Hold on. This thing actually needs to go in my notes. I think. Imagine having notes. Nobody
You want
does
to
that.
learn more about Thomas, didn't you? Didn't you?
I didn't.
Thought you wanted to learn more about his deity and like what's going on with the whole thing.
I mean, not really. But I'll take it, I guess.
Not if it meant this.
While Thomas is trying to get his words together, Ashe is like absentmindedly tapping like her mouth with like the end of her pen, just going, I wonder what this means. Perhaps you're already stuck in a cycle, Thomas. So just start scribbling more notes.
What incarnation is going on, all right? Y'all just passed out all of a sudden? After my poor Spooks gets taken over by not Spooks, and he doesn't remember what just happened, so what happened?
I believe Thomas was subjected to I don't want to say prophetic vision, but a vision of some kind. And the poor man is still processing, I think.
Wish our religious friend were here. Unfortunately, it's not night time for them.
I mean, I'm well versed in religion.
I was not talking as Thomas. Yeah, I don't really know what just happened, but I'm gonna say we should probably listen to the snake.
The snake?
Thomas is not good at breaking things down. There was a battlefield. Thomas was in the battle. Witnessed a number of events transpire, and we wound up, I believe, in purgatory or something similar. And then there was a snake. A
still wasn't
wrapped
there.
around and within a tree. And it's demanded something of Thomas. I'm still trying to get my notes down and collect my own thoughts, but that is the gist.
Just to clarify, it was there's one more you need to finish the cycle, was basically what was said, right?
Yes.
Oh god. Ash just suddenly stands up and, like, takes a step back for a moment as if she literally just saw a ghost.
Hey, we're all fine. We're all fine. We're alive.
Uh, she's staring at nothing in the corner of the room, but is gradually calming down. Sorry, I think I saw something. Don't mind me.
You look like you saw a ghost, which
Well, I might have, but it's neither here nor there right now. This is Thomas's world, not
I
mine.
feel like seeing ghosts is also something to worry about here. Personally, I think that we should talk about that instead of I don't know what's going. All right, so you see, I don't know.
you don't know.
I don't know.
Thomas, buddy, you're smarter than that. You do know what happened.
No, I really don't. To be honest
No,
with you.
no, you really do.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Ash mentioned a tree and it demanded something of you. What did it demand?
There's one more of something. I need to finish the cycle, but I don't know what cycle's talked about. I don't know who's in the tree. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what happened to Spooks. I don't know what the cycle is. I don't know what more we're looking for. A lot of things that I don't know. I just don't know. That's where I'm at. I don't know.
Alright, alright. The cycle. And you have to find something that you don't know to finish another cycle.
Yes, I think.
Okay, alright, alright.
Right?
Let's
They didn't say finish the cycle. They said return the cycle.
Return. Oh, that makes way more sense, and yet no more sense at the same time.
return the cycle.
Yes.
What?
Uh-huh.
What the sun? You're gonna try and return the sun. Is that what y'all are up to?
I don't think so. Are we
I don't
trying to
think Sky is
return the
old
sun?
enough to have seen the sun.
Yeah.
I don't believe that is the case. That might have been Snorri's job at some point, but no longer.
Yeah,
What
I
do you,
think about that.
what? Who are you people?
Uh,
We're a bunch of fucked up weirdos that maybe got into something a little over our heads.
I would simply love it if you could describe what the something over your heads is.
Well, that only seems fair at this point, I
tree
think.
snakes. That's what. It's tree snakes. That's where we're at with it. That's what's over our heads. Stupid tree snakes.
Thomas, could you show them your mark, if you do not mind? If you do, that's fine, I suppose.
Uh, Thomas will, I guess, like, show the mark on his arm.
What does it look like?
It's. Hold on. I will get the picture.
The picture?
It's not very complicated, Fire.
Do you know what an Ouroboros is? Snake
Oh, an
eating itself.
Ouroboros? Yeah,
Yeah,
snake eating itself.
except in
Yeah,
the infinity
yeah.
symbol version of that.
Nannibalism?
Self-sannibalism.
Okay.
Infinite self-sannibalism.
Can I
This is
can I
not what I looked for.
can I roll does occultism exist? No, it doesn't. Religion?
Religion. Same thing.
I will tell you right
Yeah.
now, no matter how high you roll, you would not be able to know what this is from.
Spooks? You ever seen this before?
Boom.
Didn't Ashe on Nat 20 get like barely any information about this?
Yeah, it
I,
was like I
it
just got
was
what the symbol meant. And that was
vaguely
about it.
related to Bass.
Yeah.
Bass is what she got.
Spooks, you know a thing? Kind of the brains of the two of us.
Spook. Uh,
If spooks know something, they are refusing to say.
You bastard.
Ash is actually going to kind of turn around and reach for like a spot behind her right shoulder. If one of you wouldn't mind, there's a similar mark on my back that I can't quite reach myself. It is not the same symbol, but it came from the same source. And if anyone
Yeah?
cares, if anyone cares to go look,
I
Sky
think
does.
Thomas has already seen it.
yeah, but Sky hasn't.
Oh.
If you know what the dark sign looks like from Dark Souls, it's kind of looks like it was burned into her in a similar manner that the symbol on Thomas was.
Dark sign from Dark Souls. Okay, I'm gonna
It's like
look
a ring
up.
of it's like a ring of fire.
Alright.
Uh,
What? Are these tattooed or are they like branded in?
It's more like a brand.
I know what Thomas's is branded in.
Thomas's is like very much so branded and scarred in. I would say Ashe's is more like it was like carved into her skin but left like no other marks. It's like perfectly was in her skin.
So it kind of looks like it was intentional and matches the rest of her gold markings.
But
But still,
whereas like Thomas is like you can see like the scarring around like the rest of his arm from where it was put into him.
Thomas looks like his gave him trauma. Huh.
Y'all like some cult members? Or do you remember
no.
getting these?
I certainly remember the event that it led to it. We
Gonna fail?
my
Oh.
I love my computer. It doesn't have any problems whatsoever. We passed through the eye of death.
Sorry, what?
Not of our own volition. I remember when I was having my moment last night. I was being serious. I met death. And we all, in a sense or another, did.
Thomas squints at Ash, but doesn't say anything.
It's hard to explain. We all went to a respective afterlife of some kind without actually dying, and then wound up back in the Rosewood. Some of us jumping across quite a long distance, and some of us even traveling through time, apparently. So we
Thomas
wound up with
squints.
these marks on it. We wound up with these marks on our bodies. And I know this is quite a bit to take in, but we believe a task has been put before us by death. And it looks like the one Thomas has is one he may have already been working on.
Okay, so Sky cracks a beer for themselves. So
Valid.
basically, you all died, kinda, and then
Mm-hmm.
got assigned to do a task by death,
Yes,
and were teleported to Rosewood to
correct.
start this?
Yes. We're still trying to figure it out. It's been little over a week. We have little
It's
information.
been a week.
I spent most of that time creating spell scrolls to fund our venture, but yes.
Guy is just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
Thomas thinks that too. Yes.
so what's the task?
The
Is it this restore the
returning the cycle. I guess.
returning the cycle? What cycle?
Well, Thomas,
I
do you
don't
have any
know.
ideas?
I don't know. Great and powerful DM. Do I have any ideas?
I mean, do ya?
No.
Would you like my opinion, Thomas?
Sure. I don't know that
Well,
I can avoid it.
we already know you have a mark, a brand having to do with life, death, and rebirth. If I am to parse the symbolism of the vision, you, in some way, may have already been in another life working on this task. And if I had to guess, that tree may represent the tree of life. So perhaps you are tasked with returning a physical representation of the concept of rebirth to a proper place. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out. That's my guess.
Hey, DM.
Mm-hmm.
In my session 0, trying to phrase this without being extra super duper spoilery. Do I know why I fought the guy that died?
Oh, we've been over this.
Yeah, I feel like we have. Is that, can I rub 2 brain cells together to connect that to this, or is that
I'll
not
I'll
something?
resend you all the information.
Yay!
Misfire and not being able to take notes.
I have notes. They're just real short and to the point. And sometimes they miss the point.
I, okay.
Like when I thought you told me that I needed to go find a cleric, and really I needed a clerk. But it's fine. I have my party members' names written down. And the year, if the year is the same year that Ashe thinks it is. By the
Second
way, what year do
Earth,
I think it is?
215. It's this year.
I know you said that, but I feel like this is implications. This feels like consequence. I don't like seafood.
The
My
cat is
brain
being a
is
problem.
full.
I will be right back.
Hmm.
Okay, so I feel like I can aptly apply that here without too much of it being a jump. But uh, I wish our other party members were here. Would be real great. Because one of them grew up in a church, and the other one is old, and both of those things would be super helpful right now.
I'm old.
Yeah, but Snorri is like I saw the sun older.
Well,
You're only like 10 years older than Thomas, so
Thomas is 88.
he's 87.
Man, it's gonna be in the dirt soon.
Halflings.
Halflings. Halflings are technically long livers.
Their
Yes,
livers
and
are very
Snorri,
long.
being mostly elf, has lived for I think like 300 and something
Mostly?
years.
Mostly.
I think he's a half elf,
He's half elf.
isn't he?
Yeah, the other
Elven,
part's all werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elven
it's been
lineage is
real.
very weird in this setting. We've been over this.
Ashe is technically an elf,
What?
according to lore.
What is this madness?
So hold up, you both died. Like seriously died?
Well,
No.
technically, we didn't die at all.
We were not slain. Someone near us was slain. And then we were swept up and...
Oh, we got yoinked.
Sure, we
There's
got yoinked.
okay. All right. So death just kinda took you for
Yes.
their own reasons.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Apparently.
Okay. Why you four?
That, my friend, is an excellent question.
I'm not really sure. Coincidence? Convenience?
Scheduling?
Uh,
I'm gonna get smacked with psychic damage if I'm not careful.
okay, so y'all have brands. One's of a fire circle, one's of a snake
I
eating
would like to
itself.
say Snorri's brand is pretty obvious. It is on the back of his hand. It is a wolf eating the moon.
Yum.
That's a werewolf.
Oh, I thought it was eating the sun.
No, it's eating the sun.
Which doesn't make it any less werewolfy, let's be honest. I'm convinced that Snorri,
love the-
Snorri
That's
is
a
a
werewolf.
daytime werewolf, right?
He turns into
You
a
know
werewolf
what?
when the sun comes up. The full sun.
I think it'd be funny
Leave
if,
me. The
like,
sun is about to rise. I cannot control myself.
it's like the worst version of a vampire and werewolf mixed together. He turns into a
Okay.
werewolf in the sun.
I'm not gonna
Vampire by
get
night, werewolf by day.
I'm not gonna get swept up in all this death, return in the cycle business, right?
Uh, you didn't get sucked in, so maybe not.
I don't know. Did you experience a vision of an afterlife and then wake up with a brand on you?
You've recently died. If
Have
you
I
or a loved one
recently
had recently died, you
Have you recently died or not died?
have
No.
I recently had any dreams? That's weird.
No.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I
Well,
could say that.
unless I do any tick checks, I don't think so.
Tick checks?
Tick checks.
Yeah, tick checks.
Wow, Fire, you're really showing your city folk here.
Ah, yes, fire city folk.
Yes.
Thomas is from...
Fire,
if you couldn't tell
small
by the
town,
suit.
western Pennsylvania city folk.
If you couldn't tell by Thomas's suit, he's
City folk, yeah.
very much.
It's
Thomas doesn't know what ticks are.
Okay.
I know what
I'm
pigs are. I think. I promise. I do. I know. I promise.
If knowing this, you no longer wanted to travel with us, I would understand. I don't believe you'll be embroiled in all of this nonsense, but nonsense it is, and I can understand wanting to avoid it.
Sky looks for some kind of input from Spooks.
Spook shrugs at you.
You
I don't need
really
to,
are.
I don't need to know what he is saying to understand that.
Well,
Why are the dogs going bananas?
Who let the dogs out?
death. Can't. Sap has ruined dogs for me.
Oh no, no.
Alright.
Gross. We could have done
Look,
without that.
I do think I still want to come with y'all. It's better than just kind of sitting here on the farm, alright? Uh, I would like it, and Sky looks to Spooks, if someone would tell me what they knew.
Blankless stare.
But someone doesn't want to share with the class. So, until he does, I'll just stick with y'all, I suppose.
Is your farm going to be alright with you not here?
Spooks? Yeah, he'll be fine.
Thomas looks relieved that Spook's not coming.
Well, I can summon him, so, he'll still kind of be with us, and he's where I get my magic from, so you'll be seeing him. It's just he won't be around all the time.
This is better than nothing.
Oh, Sky, what have I gotten myself into?
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun. Oh,
Welcome to the fucked up people club.
Hey, what's
I,
everyone's passive insight, real fast?
ooh,
10.
I'm telling you right now, if it has to do with me, if it's above a 9, you'll notice.
it's a 10.
It's a 10.
I
I
got
got a 10.
Hey! Dumb
E,
characters for the win.
yeah.
I was so ready to be like, okay, never mind, and just let that sit and fester, but no. You notice Ash is trying to avoid eye contact with a certain corner.
Sky immediately looks in that corner.
There's nothing there.
I wish you are staring into a corner.
Yes, I keep
You're
Or not
not
staring.
staring.
You're
right.
avoiding looking at a corner.
I keep glancing in a direction and quickly glancing away and trying my best not to look at it at whatever.
Sky reaches into their pouch.
Oh.
They're gonna.
I
They are going to throw a dagger into that corner.
It
well, that's better.
buds into the wall.
I was gonna shoot it, so that was a better. That was a better.
Ash does like kind of jump slightly and you throw the dagger. Okay. I assume that means you've noticed. Okay, yes. There is something standing there that I believe only I can see. I have you know what, Thomas? Could you try to focus for me?
Oh,
Focus on
I'm
that
really bad at that.
on that corner. I'm well aware. That's why I'm asking you to try really hard for me.
I will try very hard for Ash.
I'm basically
Look
asking
into
you
the
to do
corner.
divine sense.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna divine sense into that corner.
Divine sense in that corner.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
divine
It does the
sense.
exact same thing that Eyes of the Grave does, but with celestials and fiends as well as undead.
Well, here's the thing, is you have a connection here.
Ooh.
Oh, oh my god.
So does
But
Thomas not see anything?
I'm looking, I'm
I don't
checking.
Yeah.
Gonna give a little
particularly
peek.
want to waste a divine
A
sense on
connection.
this.
Ash doesn't have connections.
Connection?
Oh,
Well, maybe it
That's like the whole
shouldn't cut
point.
everyone off.
You'll
You
understand.
sense it's it doesn't like being like celestial fiend or undead, but you sense something powerful.
Okay, I can also tell, I think, if it's evil or good.
It is
With
neutral.
defines. It's neutral. Well, that's better than evil.
hey,
It is.
corner person,
You,
get, get out of my
I'm
house.
focusing real hard and it's making me scared.
Okay, okay. I'm not
I
going to tell.
believe I believe you that there is something there, but I would like to know what you see, please.
I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm saying because I am not in an emotionally stable enough place to explain that right now. But I believe it is death itself is spectating this little discussion.
Hey, I got
By the way,
400 years left in me. Get out of my house.
I personally don't know how I made that noise,
aw,
but
Ash actually laughs at that.
Go on, get. Sky walks
uh,
over and grabs her dagger. Come on.
As you begin to walk over, you all quickly notice the room drops a few degrees.
oh, maybe don't walk over there. Maybe, maybe come back
I ain't a
later.
coward. Come on.
No,
And
no,
about
no.
like inch of black mist starts forming on the ground.
All right.
You know, I just think that maybe that's a bad idea. I'm just gonna throw it out there that maybe we
Sky
shouldn't.
re-ups.
I feel like maybe going towards the corner with death in it might be a bad
Spooks,
idea. You gonna make
give me a
spooks do it?
Spooks, give me a hand here. And Sky will re-up cast Mage Armor on themselves and continue a few steps forward,
Thomas
hopefully with
will
Spooks
back
at their
away.
back.
So,
Thomas
you
is
watch as the
backing
black
out of
mist
the
like all
kitchen.
move towards that corner and like collects and it forms the outline and then like sinks into like form like a person.
I
And
don't like that.
would you describe this person for me, Zach?
Oh
You
God.
you would be better at it than I.
Does it look like who
Yes.
Ash sees it as? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well,
This is
um,
gonna be great.
as the form kind of coalesces, it kind of starts to look like another, like it's a humanoid shape, and then well, cat ears appear on top as well, and a tail, and it looks like another tabaxi or catfolk, whatever they're called in the setting. About similar size and shape to Ash, maybe a little taller, a little bigger overall, and then much longer, like gray and white hair, golden eyes, black fur with similar golden markings, except along the fur and the markings, much of it has been looks like burnt up and jagged patterns, like similar to lightning strike scars that people have. And you
Can
can
I?
probably guess that this is what Ash's sister looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I reasonably put together from that really creepy sentence that Ash was like a couple nights ago? Put that together.
And as they speak, it's a feminine voice, but it's
Thomas just
monotone and there's no like emotion behiand it. Forgive me, I got curious.
could you maybe put your curiosity somewhere else? Please?
Well, you know, cats
It
and their
is
curiosities.
not often that I am surprised.
Okay.
I had assumed that they had simply, what's the best way? Went to sleep? Vanished?
Who is they?
Rebirth?
Ash is gonna look at Thomas.
Thomas is not looking anywhere in particular. He's just looking scared.
It had been some time since they took a soul from me. I thought they just simply stopped working. But no, something else is happening. And I don't know what.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You don't even know what's going on?
My domain is that of death. I keep and collect souls.
I'm more concerned with the fact that Death looks like Ash's dead sister. Why?
Oh, I do not have a present. I can only manifest like this.
Like your sister?
Like the dead.
There's plenty of dead out here. Just look out the window. You can pick any other form you want.
But I do not get to choose my form. She did, and they look like directly at Ashe.
Ooh.
Guy keeps looking at Death. She doesn't look back.
Thomas has officially backed out of the kitchen.
Ashe, what does that mean?
I was told death appears to you in the form that you believe will lead to your demise. I guess I believed my sister would kill me. It's probably why I reacted the way I did.
Aww. Now I kinda want to give Ash a hug. But, you know, not the time.
I suppose I appreciate your presence. That's a bit morbid, but we were having a nice breakfast, and Sky is
You're,
right. This is her house.
you're trespassing? Could you kindly get out?
I'm
Am I the one trespassing, or you?
Is that directed at me, Death?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm trespassing at all.
I mean, it would be a shame if I fully took that friend of you.
Good.
I tolerate the undead. Let me be very clear.
Still there? I think you cut out.
Yeah.
Ooh, am I cutting out?
You
You
cut
might have.
out.
You cut out and let me be clear.
Let me be clear. Leaves call.
Amazing. All right, all right.
Ba-doo-doo.
I tolerate the undead. Because I know they will come back. How about I do not hasten that process?
You already take so much. What's one more soul?
Maybe we shouldn't test death.
Just like to imagine Thomas like leaning into the room from the doorway.
Thomas is like, hey, guys.
Thomas is doing that Tom and Jerry bit where he's like walking but holding onto the door so his body keeps stretching out. And he's just like, "You all want to leave?"
Do you,
Is there something you want from us right now, then?
No.
No.
What?
As I said, I was curious.
Do you know what the cycle is?
Life, death, and rebirth. Life creates souls. I take them. Rebirth steals them.
So, what's the what's the one more? Thomas doesn't have a stutter. He's just stressed.
Well, life killed themselves, and I thought rebirth had disappeared. Stopped doing their job. Seems I was wrong.
How does life kill themselves?
Instead
the
of
sun? What is? We're talking about the sun right now.
Life decided that instead of making the souls themselves, she would grant all of you the ability to do so, but in the process, destroyed herself.
That seems like a lot of theology. That was not in character. I'm just very confused.
I will give you all the proper lore for this after.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Because I'm more than a little confused, and my wisdom may or may not be negative.
Death. If life is dead, does that mean they're with you? Or do they just
No.
cease to exist?
Life, rebirth, and whatever else is on our scale are beyond the cycle. We are the cycle.
So we need to return life?
No, life is done. They did the thing they needed to do.
So then what is the one more? I thought, you being part of the cycle, you might know.
Ash, your friend is very slow.
Okay.
That's rude.
I can't. Well, I want to just be like, hey, I think that we need to kill Death. Because that doesn't seem like the right answer when Death's in the room. So, yes,
Okay.
Thomas is very slow.
So, let me put it this way. Life destroyed themselves to give, like, everything the ability to make souls. Death had assumed that Rebirth just stopped doing their job. And now is implying that Rebirth is instead captured. Which one do you think needs help?
Oh, I didn't get that Rebirth was captured. I thought Rebirth was just like had come back, and Death was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing back?" boy. I see. I was confused.
Sorry, do you want us to help you?
Eh. If you all die and your souls stay with me, I could care less.
That's very comforting.
Very
No, it
misogynistic
isn't.
take.
Called sarcasm. Um,
You all notice Death, like, the head snaps to a corner.
oh.
Like, they seem like looking off in the distance, and they just go, I must leave.
Can we
And
look
then
in the corner?
Don't let the
they,
door
like,
hit you on the way out.
and you watch as they, like, very quickly devolve, like, back into that black mist in the room. Like, the temperature in the room goes back to normal.
Guy grabs her dagger.
Thomas collapses. He just sits on the floor. He's like, you know what? I've had enough wood today. He sits down,
Is that
but
how I come off to others
it's
sometimes?
not ordered. He just kind of falls onto his butt.
Thomas, is that how I come off to others sometimes? Am I that
No,
bad?
no, no, you're not that bad.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't trespass.
Well,
Threaten to steal away things.
well,
I
you're not that bad.
It's good to know.
Would you like the lore?
I would like the
The
lore. Yes,
lore.
please.
So,
Lore is my favorite.
the Lord, the Lord, the
the
Lord.
Oh, I better
start
take
of
notes.
the universe, like the start of the world, is known as the beginning of the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And in the very beginning, Genesis 1:1. Sorry if I.
There was light.
It was like.
Technically, that's not
Life
Genesis 1.
was a being like death. And their job was to make souls. And they would, like, handcraft every single soul.
And they were just like, I'm sick and tired of this garbage.
And
And they committed suicide.
then the souls would live, and then at time a death would come to collect them. And that was how it was for probably like a few hundred years, and then rebirth sprung up, and rebirth would steal these souls from death and bring them back to life to be repaired and then reused.
To be what?
Rebirth would steal souls from death, bring them to life so that they could live again, essentially.
Okay.
But after so long, life was tired of having to make every soul themselves. They would have to make the souls, repair the souls, do it all by themselves. So they found a way where they could sacrifice their like physical and like form, but give every single living creature the ability to make souls so that they could reproduce on their own. And that's what happened. So life doesn't exist in a physical form anymore, but every single creature has the ability to make new life.
Life died so we could have sex.
That's what I heard. I won't lie. That's kind of what I heard. That was my understanding. So I'm glad that Zach said that.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
But death and rebirth would still operate, where they would collect the souls, and then rebirth, instead of taking them to life, would repair them themselves and then give them to a new body when one was born. So
Okay.
instead of a new soul being created, rebirth would put the old soul into the body.
Hmm.
Mm.
The war.
But what's the word for that?
What's the word for what?
Reincarnation?
Yes, thank
Oh.
you.
So the old man was. Ashe, Your Highness, the paranoid one. Does he have a symbol on him?
Yes.
Yes, we all do.
And it is.
The scales of justice. You know,
I know.
scales? Yeah. I actually have not seen it. It is on his chest, he says. So he's only described what
Oh,
it
I
looks
thought
like.
he did show it.
You assume Safe would take his shirt off? That's a
Some point.
lot.
Maybe at some point, but as far as I know,
Maybe.
it's not canon that he's shown it anyway.
I don't know. Benefits of sharing a room, I guess.
Who knows?
Anyway.
Oh, and Thomas.
Oh boy. What do I know?
You don't know what this does yet, but speaking of the death marks,
Oh. Okay.
can you add the just as an ability? Don't put anything under it. Just the name of the ability. The gift of an old soul.
Yeah. Oh.
You don't know what it does yet.
Okay.
Thank
How do
you.
I do it?
Thank you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Why are you getting
Giving
upset
fire
about
inside
getting
of your
abilities?
cast is like becoming my favorite pastime.
It's just I don't understand. What
And
am
you
I
never
supposed
will.
to do with this information? There's too much. It's overloading the system. My brain's too small to handle this. You need more servers set up. But I don't know.
Not enough server capacity.
Thomas, has the alcohol hit yet?
Thomas does look like the alcohol hit. He's sitting on the floor and he actually looks disheveled.
Thomas is one of those drunks that just cry constantly.
I mean, that's normal though. It's
No,
normal.
it's not.
No, that's normal, Thomas, at this point.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant like that's normal for
No.
drunk people.
No.
Anyways, that was a little mini session I wanted to have.
Okay.
That was a learning experience. Thomas, try to collect yourself before we go out. We should get going today. We don't want to waste any more time if we can help it.
Yeah. Huh? Thomas
So,
is
Jay,
leaning
thank you for
on the
giving me
door,
the perfect opportunity to
sitting
reveal
down.
rebirth.
Whoa. You know, I don't know what I expected.
What, for me not to traumatize Thomas?
No, I expected Thomas to get a little bit more trauma in his life. He needs it. It keeps him running.
In fear.
Oh, and to
running away.
Some people need
and
caffeine in the. Thomas gets a shot of trauma.
to like put the accusations, like the intent. Thomas has been reincarnated.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
the
yeah.
like intent.
That's what Ashe was very
Yeah.
observant.
I kind of assumed that myself. Just
Good job, Fire.
right.
You
I
did it.
know I can
You
put
did it.
one and together sometimes.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can, Fire. I believe in you.
Believe in the
You're
you.
doing great.
I'm not as I see my problem. Sometimes. I wish my emotional support safe was awake right now.
Might have to go pay them a little visit.
You're gonna go pay them? I need to go pay safe.
Anyways, I'm gonna go get drunk and play Stellaris. Love you guys. Good night.
Alright, yeah, that's base.
Awesome.
Bye.
Perfect place to sign off. I hope that's the end of the recording.
It wasn't.
Quick, end the recording right